This will shock. You vertical bar Nostradamus predicted for those who have the letter M on their palm. Have you ever looked at your palm and noticed the letter M etched in its lines? If you have, it might not be just a coincidence, it could be a signal, a whisper from the universe that your life is part of a larger mystery. Nostradamus, the enigmatic prophet, and other ancient mystics spoke of this rare mark not as a superstition, but as a sign of a powerful destiny. In today's world, filled with chaos and noise, the letter M still appears like a quiet echo of ancient wisdom calling you to awaken. It's more than a shape. It's a message, a clue that your path might carry weight, purpose, and influence far beyond the ordinary. Your intuition, your struggles, your strength. None of it is random. You were meant to hear this. Drop a comment if the letter M lives on your palm. I want to know how many of us walk this hidden path. In this video, we'll explore 12 rare prophecies from Nostradamus and other mystical voices that speak directly to those who bear the M. Each one reveals a truth about your journey, but the 12th. It's the one no one talks about. A prophecy cloaked in secrecy, and I'll reveal it today, at a cost. So stay with me until the end. This is the journey of wisdom, and your journey might already be unfolding. Number 1. Nostradamus's prophecy. Born to lead. Have you ever looked at your palm and noticed the letter M formed by the lines? If you have, this might just give you goosebumps because according to one of the mysterious prophecies of Nostradamus, those with this mark are destined to lead when the world falls into darkness. Yes, that's right. In his first prophecy, Nostradamus hinted that people bearing the M on their palm have a special role to play, not just in ordinary times, but in moments of great uncertainty and upheaval. This mark is not just a coincidence or a random pattern of skin folds. It symbolizes a calling, a spiritual responsibility to rise above fear and chaos and offer guidance to others. Have you ever wondered why, in times of struggle, some people naturally take charge while others look for direction? What if the answer lies not just in personality, but in destiny written on your hand? Numerologically, the letter M holds the vibration of the number 13, a number that many fear but few truly understand. While often labeled unlucky, in ancient traditions, 13 represents transformation, the kind that shakes your foundations, but ultimately leads to growth and strength. It brings both challenge and power, and those with the M carry the ability to endure storms and come out wiser, not weaker. This concept resonates deeply with Buddhist teachings. As the Buddha said, endurance is one of the most difficult disciplines, but it is to the one who endures that the final victory comes. Can you feel that truth in your own life? Have your hardships made you softer or stronger? Now let's look to the stars. Capricorn, known as the mountain goat that climbs patiently toward the peak, mirrors this prophecy perfectly. Capricorns are grounded, disciplined, and born to lead when others lose their way. During the new moon in Capricorn, a powerful, energetic gateway opens, and if you have the M on your palm, this is when your hidden leadership traits will surface most strongly. Maybe you've already felt it, that pull to help, to guide, to protect others in moments of confusion. Don't ignore it. As Zen master Shunryu Suzuki once said, each of you is perfect the way you are, and you can use a little improvement. The mark doesn't make you better than others, but it invites you to be better for others. So here's a question for your heart. If leadership is your path, how will you walk it with ego or with compassion? Because true leadership, especially in dark times, is not about power, it's about service. What does your M mean to you now? Number 2. Merlin's forgotten magic prophecy. Have you ever looked at your palm and noticed a clear letter M formed by the lines? If you have, there might be more to it than you think. According to a lesser-known prophecy attributed to the legendary Merlin, the wise figure of old, whose name still echoes in stories of magic and mystery, this mark is no coincidence. In what's known as Merlin's second prophecy, it's said that those who carry this M on their hand are deeply tied to what he called the forgotten magic of the old world. This isn't magic like in fairy tales. This is ancient spiritual power that has long been hidden from the modern world. But for some, it still lives with insolent, waiting, almost like a seed buried beneath the surface of the earth, ready to grow under the right conditions. Could this be you? The number 7 is a key to understanding this mystery. Across cultures and traditions, the number 7 has always represented deep wisdom, the inner path, and a connection to things beyond the physical, what we might call the mystical or spiritual realm. For those with the M on their palm, this number isn't just symbolic. It reflects their inner alignment with sacred knowledge that can't be taught through books or schools. It's as if they carry a map within them, instinctual memory of ancient rituals, healing techniques, intuitive power, and sacred truths that were once common but are now mostly forgotten. And this map becomes even more alive during a very specific time, the new moon in Scorpio. Why Scorpio? Because Scorpio is not about surface appearances. It's the sign of depth, of diving into the unknown, of rebirth and uncovering truth that lies buried. The new moon, a time when the sky is dark and still, represents a powerful opportunity for planting new intentions, for transformation from the inside out. When the new moon rises in Scorpio, those with the M on their palm feel this pull even more strongly. It's a chance for them to connect more deeply with that hidden reservoir of wisdom within. It's a time when the forgotten magic stirs, ready to awaken and guide them, not just toward personal change, but toward making a difference in the lives of others. So let me ask you, what would you do if you discovered you've been carrying ancient power inside you all along? What would happen if, instead of doubting your instincts, you started listening to them? What might change if you honored the deep emotions and energies that rise during these powerful moon phases, instead of brushing them aside? These questions aren't just for curiosity, they are doorways into your own transformation. If you feel something stir when you hear this, it might be your time to pay attention. The message of this prophecy isn't about superstition, it's about remembering that the world is full of unseen forces and that you might be more connected to them than you realize. Those with the M are here not just to live ordinary lives, but to act as bridges between the ancient and the new, to heal, to inspire, and to lead others with heart and intuition. Your gift isn't something to be feared or hidden, it's something to be explored with humility, wisdom, and courage. Let the phases of the moon be your reminder. In every ending, a new beginning is waiting, and perhaps your beginning is now. Number 3. Apocalypse, chosen of the new era. Prophecy. Have you ever looked at your palm and noticed the letter M formed by the lines? If so, listen closely, because what I'm about to share with you just might shift how you see yourself and your role in the world. According to one of the lesser-known but powerful prophecies often attributed to Nostradamus, sometimes called Apocalypse, chosen of the new era, those who bear this mark on their palm are believed to have a special calling. You are said to be chosen, not randomly, but with purpose, to play a significant role in shaping a new world during a time of great change. Imagine a future where old structures fall away, and something new, something more balanced and just, begins to emerge. You are meant to be a bridge between the past and the future, between chaos and peace, and that's no small task. The number 2 is central here. It symbolizes duality, harmony, and partnership. It means your mission is not one to be carried out in isolation, but in connection with others, with truth, and with justice. during the full moon in Libra, a zodiac sign that cherishes balance, fairness, and cooperation, this calling becomes even clearer. Libra energy asks you to seek justice not just in the world around you, but in your own heart first. Conquer yourself rather than the world, as the Buddha once said. You are not just meant to lead, you are meant to lead with inner peace, with compassion, with understanding. The world you help shape must begin within you. Can you feel the responsibility that rests in your hands, literally? Do you see how your own calm in the face of chaos can guide others to do the same? This isn't about superstition, it's about awareness. Awareness of your potential, your gifts, and your place in something greater than yourself. The letter M isn't magic, it's a mirror, reflecting your readiness to step into a role that requires courage, wisdom, and balance. Ask yourself, are you living up to the role you were born to play? Or are you still waiting for a sign that's already in the palm of your hand? If you've watched this far, you're already unlocking the mystery behind the letter M on your palmand, what Nostradamus might have seen in your future. Comment below with M Destiny to claim your connection to this powerful sign. Don't stop now, there's so much more to uncover. Stay with us until the end to discover what this ancient prediction could mean for your life. Number 4. Book of Daniel's Wise Ones of the End Times Prophecy. According to the mysterious and often debated prophecy from the Book of Daniel, there is a belief that a select group, those who carry the letter M on their palm, have a special role to play during uncertain times, especially as we approach what some might call the end times. These individuals, described as the wise ones, are not just casual observers of the world's changes. Rather, they are sensitive souls capable of seeing beyond surface-level events. While others may panic or get lost in confusion, these people are believed to hold an inner compass that helps them discern hidden truths. Much like being handed a spiritual lantern, their insight cuts through darkness, revealing meaning in chaos. This mysterious mark on the palm isn't just physical, it symbolizes a deeper calling to rise with wisdom when the world grows noisy and unclear. Interestingly, this prophecy aligns with the symbolism of the Emperor card in the Tarot figure, who stands rooted in stability, wisdom, and leadership. The Emperor doesn't lead with emotion alone, but with clarity, logic, and a grounded presence. Similarly, those marked by the M are called to lead others with calm strength, especially when the world demands direction and understanding. The energy of the new moon in Capricorn adds another dimension to this prophecy. Capricorn, an earth sign ruled by structure and maturity, invites these wise ones to step away from distraction and tune into silence. In modern life, filled with constant notifications, endless scrolling, and the pressure to always be on, this reminder to pause, reflect, and reconnect with the quiet voice within becomes even more powerful. Creating stillness in one's life today might mean unplugging from devices, meditating regularly, or simply sitting alone with one's thoughts. It is in this silence that clarity emerges, not from external noise, but from a deeper inner space that speaks when the world falls quiet. If you are among those who feel a strong intuitive pull or find meaning in signs others overlook, perhaps this message is meant for you. As the world grows more complex, your role is not to become overwhelmed, but to stay anchored, reflect deeply, and trust in your own wisdom to guide not only yourself but those around you. Let patience be your strength, silence your teacher, and inner wisdom your guideers. You embrace the responsibility of being one of the wise ones of our time. Number 5. Sanam's Secret of Immortality Prophecy. Have you ever looked at the palm of your hand and noticed a clear letter M formed by the lines? If so, you might be carrying a mystery that's far deeper than you realize. In Sanam's fifth prophecy, often referred to as the secret of immortality, there's a powerful revelation. Those who bear the letter M on their palm are believed to hold within them a hidden power, a connection to something far greater than the physical world. This mark isn't just a coincidence. It's said to be a sign linking the person to the concept of immortality, not just living forever in the body, but something much more profound, a timeless spirit, a soul that influences lives across generations. What does it mean to live beyond your years, to leave behind more than just memories? That's where the symbolism of the number 8 comes in. Shaped like an endless loop, it's not just a number, it's the symbol of infinity, life, death, rebirth again and again, in a rhythm that never truly ends. If you carry the M, you may be part of this eternal cycle. You might wonder, how does this actually affect my life? That's where the energy of the cosmos comes in. When the full moon rises in Leo, a sign ruled by strength, confidence, and the heart, it's like a celestial spotlight shining on you. This is the moment when your potential can be fully awakened. Leo's royal energy doesn't just lift your spirit, it encourages you to embrace leadership, to stand boldly in your truth, and to understand the weight your life carries across time. During this period, meditating or simply sitting quietly with the thought of eternity can open doors to awareness you may have never accessed before. You begin to sense that your existence is not random, that you're meant to leave behind a legacy, a ripple in the universe that echoes long after you're gone. And isn't that a form of immortality in itself? Have you ever felt like your presence has meaning beyond what others can see? This prophecy is not about ego, it's about realizing the soul's journey is vast and unending, and those with this sign are urged to live with purpose and mindfulness. So, what will you do with this awareness? Will you live each moment with the understanding that you're part of something eternal? The true lesson here is this: immortality isn't always about living forever, it's about the impact we make, the love we share, and the truth we pass on. If you have the M, your story isn't just your own, it's part of the great, never-ending story of life itself. Use that gift wisely. Number 6. Ezekiel's prophets in times of crisis. Prophecy. In the book of Ezekiel, often called prophets in times of crisis, the 6th prophecy speaks of individuals marked with this mysterious M as chosen guides for humanity in times of chaos and uncertainty. Think about this. What if your life was designed to be a light for others in the darkest moments? This prophecy tells us that when the world is shaken by fear, loss, or global confusion, those bearing this mark are meant to rise not just as survivors, but as leaders, healers, and sources of clarity. And there's something even more fascinating. This calling aligns with the energy of the full moon in Aries, a zodiac sign known for courage, action, and fearless leadership. Aries doesn't wait, it charges forward, especially when others freeze in fear. So if you feel a deep inner pull to take action while others hesitate, that's not random. It could be your purpose calling you. Now ask yourself, when things fall apart around you, do you instinctively try to help, to lead, to give comfort? Do you often feel that others look to you when they're lost? These aren't just personality traits, they may be signs of your destiny. Buddhist wisdom reminds us, a wise man, recognizing that the world is but an illusion, does not act as if it is real, so he escapes the suffering. But it also tells us to act with compassion and courage in the face of that illusion. It's a balance, knowing that life is ever-changing, yet still choosing to show up fully. So what would you do if you truly believed you were meant to guide others through crisis? How would you live, speak, and lead differently if you saw your life as a source of hope? Remember, true leadership isn't about control, it's about clarity. In moments when fear takes over the crowd, the one who remains grounded, who listens deeply, and acts wisely, becomes the anchor everyone holds on to. Whether or not you believe in prophecy, This message invites a powerful question. If you had the strength to be someone's light in the dark, would you step into that role? Let that question linger in your heart, and maybe next time you glance at your palm, you'll see not just lines but a calling. Still watching? That means you're meant to hear this. The M on your palm might hold more power than you ever imagined, just like Nostradamus hinted. Type "marked by destiny" in the comments if you feel this message was meant for you. Don't click away, the most revealing part is coming up next. Number 7. Fatima's Guardians of Faith Prophecy. Fatima's Guardians of Faith. Prophecy reveals a profound message for those who carry the mysterious letter M on their palmsa symbol, often overlooked but deeply spiritual in its essence. According to the 7th prophecy, this mark is not just a physical curiosity. It is said to be a sign of a powerful, unwavering faith that resides deep within the person, a kind of spiritual compass that remains steady regardless of what storms may come. In today's fast-paced and uncertain world, where many feel disconnected and anxious, this inner strength becomes more than just a gift, it becomes a vital anchor. It suggests that even when the world around us feels chaotic or unpredictable, those with this mark can access a sense of direction and calm that originates not from the outside, but from within. This is where the significance of the number 7 comes in. Across time and traditions, 7 has represented spiritual awakening, introspection, and divine wisdom. For those with the M, it's a gentle yet powerful reminder to take time to reflect, to pause amidst the noise, and to ask deeper questions. Who am I beyond the roles I play? What truly matters to me? What values do I stand by? These reflections aren't just philosophical, they're guiding lights for how to live with purpose and peace. And as the new moon rises in Sagittarius, a time astrologically linked with expansion, exploration, and a hunger for truth, the energy around these individuals intensifies. Sagittarius is the seeker, the philosopher, always pushing beyond the surface, asking what lies beyond the horizon. When combined with the spiritual pull of the number 7, this cosmic alignment invites those marked with the M to step boldly into a journey of inner discovery, not to escape the world, but to understand it more deeply and respond to it with compassion and clarity. Their faith, though tested, doesn't waver. Instead, it shines brighter through the darkness, not only guiding their own path but becoming a quiet source of light for others who are searching too. In our modern lives, where we're often pulled in so many directions and bombarded with information, this call to return inward is more important than ever. So if you find that letter M on your palm, consider it a reminder. You have within you a reservoir of spiritual strength waiting to be tapped. Let your faith be your compass, your stillness be your power, and your journey inspire those who walk beside you. Number 8. Oracle of Delphi's Voice of the Ancients Prophecy. Have you ever looked at your palm and noticed the letter M etched into the lines? You might be surprised to know that this seemingly small detail has been part of ancient prophecies, including one from the famed Oracle of Delphi, the sacred priestess who served as the voice of divine truth in ancient Greece. According to her 8th prophecy, those who bear this mysterious M are believed to have a rare and profound gift, the ability to hear the voice of the ancients. But what does that really mean for you? It speaks of a spiritual link that stretches beyond time, a connection to ancient wisdom that most people aren't even aware exists. This isn't about fortune-telling or magic tricks, it's about inner knowing, a kind of deep intuition that can guide you through life if you learn to listen. The prophecy highlights the power of the number 4, a number that represents stability, structure, and the physical world. It's no coincidence that tables stand on 4 legs and we build foundations in 4s. This number points to your deep grounding, your potential to stay centered even when the world around you is in chaos. You are not meant to float through life aimlessly. You're meant to stand firm, rooted in truth, values, and purpose. Now, take this further. The prophecy also tells us that sacred places, especially those tied to ancient rituals, can amplify your connection to this ancient voice. Think of temples, old forests, mountaintops, or even quiet places in nature that seem to hum with energy. Have you ever sat in silence somewhere and felt like time stopped, like something greater was present? That's not your imagination, that's alignment. And when you meditate in such spaces, you start to hear what the ancients have been trying to whisper all along. This teaching also aligns beautifully with Buddhist philosophy. Let me share a story. Long ago, there was a humble monk who sat beneath a Bodhi tree every night, not seeking power or prophecy, but simply stillness. One evening, a curious traveler asked him, "What do you hope to hear in the silence?" The monk smiled and said, "The silence is the voice. When you stop searching, wisdom finds you." Just like the letter M carriers, the monk wasn't chasing something outside himself. He was tuning into the timeless voice within. So, what are you tuning into every day? Are you allowing space in your life to listen not just to the world, but to the wisdom inside you? The full moon in Virgo is another key that unlocks this journey. Virgo is the sign of service, purity, and inner refinement. During this time, you're invited to cleanse physically, mentally, spiritually. Virgo energy helps you strip away distractions and ego so that your true purpose can rise to the surface. Think of it like polishing a mirror so the light can shine through clearly. This is your time to step into alignment, to focus on what really matters, and to serve not just yourself, but something greater than you. Ask yourself, what habits or thoughts are blocking your connection? What acts of kindness or moments of stillness can help you purify your path? So if you have that letter M on your palm, consider it a reminder not of destiny written for you, but of a potential within you, a call to be grounded, to listen, and to live with purpose. The lesson here is not to chase some mystical promise, but to live mindfully, serve with heart, and trust that wisdom is always speaking, if only we take the time to hear. Number 9. Mother Shipton's Awakened Force in Crisis Prophecy. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at your palm and noticed the letter M subtly formed by the lines? If so, what if I told you that this mark may carry ancient significance foretold not only by Nostradamus, but also by the mysterious seer Mother Shipton in her powerful 9th prophecy? She spoke of an awakened force in crisis, a hidden strength sleeping quietly inside those marked by the letter M, waiting not in silence, but in deep patience for a moment of difficulty to rise up and change everything. This isn't just a myth to entertain, it's a mirror for the soul, inviting you to ask, what power might be lying dormant within me, waiting for the right moment to shine? According to this prophecy, your darkest hours could be the doorway to your greatest transformation. Just like the lotus, which blooms only from the muddiest waters, those marked with the M may find that their suffering births resilience, courage, and a renewed purpose. And then there's the number 13, a number so misunderstood. People often fear it, yet in many ancient traditions, including mystical numerology and certain spiritual teachings, 13 is the symbol of death and rebirth, not as an end, but as a sacred renewal. Buddhists remind us that, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. And it is often pain that leads us inward, where we meet that spiritual flame. When you combine this inner awakening with powerful cosmic events, such as a solar eclipse, the energy becomes even more potent. These rare alignments, when the sun and moon briefly unite in shadow wear, believed to stir the unseen, shaking us out of complacency and calling forth the potential we may not have known was there. For those with the letter M, these are not just celestial events, they are spiritual signals, reminders that the universe itself supports your awakening. So, I invite you to reflect. Do you believe there is something inside you, waiting to rise? Maybe it's time to look at your hand and your heart and begin to trust in that hidden strength that's been there all along. As the Buddha once said, "Within you is the light of 1,000 suns." If this gave you chills, you're not alone. The letter M could be a hidden sign of fate, and Nostradamus may have seen it coming centuries ago. Comment Mystic M if you believe there's something bigger guiding your path. Keep watching, your personal prophecy might be waiting in the next few minutes. Number 10. Saint Malachy's Guardians of the Depths prophecy. The 10th prophecy, drawn from the ancient words of Saint Malachy and known as the Guardians of the Depths, reveals a fascinating truth. Those who carry the mysterious letter M on their palms are believed to possess a rare gift, the power to see what others cannot. This isn't just symbolic, it speaks to an inner wisdom, a visionary capacity to perceive truths hidden beneath the surface of ordinary life. Saint Malachy's insight aligns with the idea that some among us are born to be more than observers. They are guides, interpreters of the unseen, stewards of subtle energies. Their presence echoes the ancient Buddhist teaching, "With our thoughts, we make the world." In the hands literally of such individuals lies the ability to shape perception, not through force, but through clarity and insight. Supporting this idea is the Mayan cycle of transformation, a sacred rhythm of death and rebirth, not just of civilizations, but of consciousness itself. Those marked with the letter M are said to move in harmony with these deeper cycles of change, instinctively sensing when the old must fall away and when something new is being born. Just as the Buddha taught that everything changes, nothing remains without change, these individuals are not afraid of endings. They understand they are simply beginnings in disguise. What deepens this calling further is the cosmic influence of Uranus, currently transiting Teresa sign, grounded in material security. Uranus, the planet of sudden shifts and revolutionary ideas, stirs the waters of comfort and demands that we evolve. For those bearing the M, this time is especially potent. Life may throw curveballs, sudden changes in job, relationships, or even worldview, but rather than fear these moments, they are asked to greet them with open hearts and clear minds. A modern life lesson here is not to cling too tightly to what is, but to stay light, stay awake, and trust your inner compass. Just as a lotus grows through mud to reach the light, so too must we rise through uncertainty to discover wisdom. Remember, as Zen master Shunryu Suzuki once said, "In the beginner's mind there are many possibilities, but in the expert's there are few." Those with the M must remain open, flexible, and fearless, navigating the invisible with humility and embracing the unknown not as danger, but as sacred opportunity. Number 11. Edgar Cayce's Healing Energy Prophecy. Have you ever looked at your palm and noticed the letter M subtly formed by the lines? If you have, there's something special you should know, something both mystical and deeply meaningful. Edgar Cayce, often called the Sleeping Prophet, once revealed a powerful insight. Those who carry the letter M on their palms are born with the gift of healing. But this healing isn't limited to curing physical pain. It touches emotional wounds, uplifts spirits, and restores balance to lives that may have drifted into chaos. According to Cayce, this isn't just a talent. It's a calling, an energy that flows directly from your hands, a divine force that can soothe suffering and inspire peace. This gift aligns with the number 5, a symbol of freedom, transformation, and movement. Those who bear it often feel an unexplainable urge to help others, to be a source of comfort and care in a world that sometimes feels too heavy. And when the full moon rises in the sign of Pisces, a water sign known for its intuition and deep emotional depth, this healing energy becomes even more intense. Pisces opens the door to the unseen world, where emotions are felt more deeply and spiritual insight flows freely. During this time, people with the letter M may find their hands growing warmer, more sensitive, as if responding to an inner call. Their dreams may become more vivid, their empathy stronger, and their ability to comfort others more profound. It is as though the universe is inviting them to step into their role not just as helpers, but as healers. What if your hands were not just hands, but bridges between suffering and peace? To bring this idea closer to heart, let's reflect on a well-known Buddhist story. Long ago, there was a monk named Angulimala. Before becoming a monk, he was feared by all, a bandit who caused great harm. Yet when he met the Buddha, something stirred within him. The Buddha looked at him not as a sinner, but as a soul capable of transformation. Through compassion and healing, Angulimala gave up his violent path and became a gentle monk who helped others heal from fear and pain. His story teaches us that healing is not just a power, but a choice, a decision to use what we've been given for the benefit of others. Could it be that the letter M on your palm is not just a mark, but a message? So now I ask you, how can you use the energy in your hands to bring peace to someone's heart today? What would change if you truly believed you carried this gift inside you? Whether you heal with touch, words, or simply your presence, remember that this power grows stronger with intention, mindfulness, and compassion. During the next full moon in Pisces, take a quiet moment to sit in stillness. Place your hands over your heart and ask yourself, what healing can I bring into the world? The answer may surprise you, but trust it, because healing is not about being perfect, it's about showing up with love. The lesson here is simple yet profound. Some marks on our body are more than coincidence. They're reminders of who we are meant to be. If you carry the letter M, perhaps you are here to be a healer, not in grand, dramatic ways, but in the quiet, consistent offering of peace to those around you. Don't ignore the signs. Honor them. Your hands might be holding more than you ever realized. Number 12. Teresa of Ávila's Mystics of Divine Love Prophecy. Throughout history, many have searched for signs that point to a higher calling, and among them, the mysterious letter M etched on the palm has stirred both curiosity and reverence. According to the prophecy attributed to Teresa of Ávila, one of the most revered Christian mystics, those who carry this mark are not ordinary. They are mystics of divine love, chosen to embody and spread this sacred energy through acts of selfless service. Their journey is not meant for personal gain, but for something far deeper, to become channels of compassion, kindness, and spiritual purpose in the world around them. The number 4, woven into this prophecy, symbolizes the building of a strong and lasting foundation. Just as a house must rest on firm ground to weather life's storms, so must these individuals anchor their lives in love. Buddhist wisdom beautifully complements this message. As the Buddha once said, "Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared." This reminds us that divine love is not diminished by giving, it grows. The full moon in Pisces intensifies this calling, acting like a spiritual amplifier. Pisces, known for its intuitive and emotional depth, opens the heart wider and strengthens the connection to higher consciousness. In today's modern life, rushed, digital, and often disconnected, those with this sign are being nudged to pause and reconnect with their soul's mission, to help, to heal, and to uplift. Whether it's offering a listening ear to someone in pain, volunteering time to a worthy cause, or simply living with kindness as the guiding principle, their actions during this lunar phase become sacred gestures. It's during these moments, when the spiritual and the practical align, that transformation occurs. As Rumi once said, "Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray." The call to serve is not about grand gestures, it's about the quiet, consistent flow of love that touches one life at a time. And in doing so, those marked by this ancient symbol become builders not of monuments or empires, but of a world where compassion is the cornerstone. So, what does it truly mean to carry the letter M on your palm? Across these 12 powerful prophecies, from Teresa of Ávila's divine love to Nostradamus's call to leadership, a message rings clear. This mark is not a coincidence, it's a sign, a quiet invitation from the universe to rise with purpose, with compassion, and with courage. Whether you're a healer, a guide, a bridge between worlds, or simply someone learning to listen more deeply to your inner truth, the journey begins with awareness. And now, you've heard the call. Thank you for walking this path with the journey of wisdom. If you felt something stir within you, don't let it fade, honor it. And if this video spoke to your soul, please like, share it with someone who might need this message, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next step in this unfolding mystery. Your journey is sacred, and it's only just beginning.